Hey guys, we are back with a box break of Doomsday Death of Superman. Box here again, looking for the Spectre cards, looking for the logo card, and any cool Blue Beetle card that might be in here, and Booster Gold. So we'll see. I don't know if they'll be cool or not. I've never opened this product. It'll be the first for me. Here are the packs. Again, they are so. I did a video on the Vertigo box, and they had similar, plastic packs. Again, plastic packs aren't the greatest auction permeability material, so from a stickiness perspective, this will definitely be something to watch out for. A lot of little packs in here, so set them aside. This is what the pack looks like. I don't think anything in here is. I don't hear anything stuck together. And so I think there isn't a lot of stickiness because not a lot of probably glossiness to these cards, if I was going to guess. The good thing about these cards is they're normal size compared to those, to the Sandman cards I opened up on another video I'll be showing. Those cards were the big cards, and so not what I consider to be great in terms of just the bigger cards are harder to deal with. So I think they go like this. There we go. So from a design perspective, let's just look at them for a second. I mean, very boring design. I guess it goes like this. I'm still flipping around. I don't really understand it. Why the design is, just so boring. I mean, there's nothing here like this kind of just bland border has no, there's nothing that is Superman related that's that color. It's not like it's from his, uniform or, it's like, it just seems like they just took whatever background stock border design they had and said, okay, this is going to be the border, guys, and hopefully everyone likes it. So but yeah, I don't really love that. So so Sky High again. Here's the back, and again, this is very similar to what they did back in the 80s and 90s, where basically they're retelling the whole story in the cards. So unlike later Marvel and DC cards, where they don't tell a story with the cards, they just show the characters and do cool inserts and kind of make the cards, even if it was a theme, you had maybe story cards, but then you had separate character cards. This is not that way. So we're not going to have it's going to be all based on the story. So again, card number 56, Sky High. So just tell us what's going on at this point in the story. So I'm assuming, like a big explosion. So we'll go through these a little faster. So Doomsday Triumphant. So here's Doomsday, getting ready to break him. Here is, City Limits. So again, I don't even know which way these cards go. It looks like this is how this card should go. But then this card down here has the foil on the bottom. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's because it's supposed to be vertical like that. Whatever. So here's Superman killing some random pedestrian. I don't know, what it's doing there. Here's the iconic, rest in peace, with the flag. So this was a cover to the Death of Superman book. Again, this is the last card. I think there's 90 cards in the set. So this is the memorial card. Reads on the back: he was faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than the locomotive, could leap tall buildings in a single bound. He had dedicated his great powers to the cause of life and liberty, truth and justice. He was Superman, our world's greatest hero. He gave his life so that others might live. We are all poorer for his passing. Aw. Dan Jurgens art. So there you go. That's the iconic image everyone's used to. So again, if I was going to get a card graded, it'd be, this would be like a card I might set aside and say that card could be cool to get graded. Maxima, I mean, this is what I love about going back to this time period too, is at like Maxima, not even a character you even hear about today, right? So when's the last time, I've heard about Maxima in a comic book, right? You know, um, it just, this character was just one of those things in the book at the time. So again, more battle, more battle. So there you go. That's the first back. So we'll go a little faster. That was just, get a flavor. But yeah, that's the time period, and like Maxima, like again, I'm a big Booster Gold fan, so I'm gonna be like, ooh, Booster Gold's in the pack. Everyone's gonna be like, who cares about Booster Gold? All right, grip. So here's Ice. Again, I love Ice. I think she's a great character. Again, most of these cards are pretty off center, but again, that's a cool card of Ice. I just like the character. Inner, again, Maxima again. So they were really pushing Maxima at this time period, obviously. Never give up. Okay, just so you got, in the background you see, I think it's Booster Gold and his weird looking armor at this point, or just weird, even his arm looks weird. Look at his arm, like I can't tell. Oh, that's his leg. Okay, that's what it's like. That's Superman's leg. It's just how that artwork looks is just a little wonky. And Superman's face is awesome in that shot there, the O face going on. And then here is like, again, the thing that this series that was very interesting was, Doomsday started out wearing this weird garbage bag, looking, mask and costume that ends up getting ripped off him, so you can see how horrible he looks underneath. It just seemed like, why put him in a garbage bag to start? I think most people would just have been like, yep, that's a monster. Yep. All right, so now we got red bordered cards, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so the back of some of these are puzzles. All right, so see, some on the, okay, so the backs have the red. All right, I didn't look at the back of everything, so here is, so I did the pack backwards, I'm sorry. So again, you can see I was talking about, like, as the fight started, you saw like the face of the monster as this bag or costume was ripped away, and the full monster, and more fighting. And then here's one of the Funeral for the Friend cards, and yeah, and then here's 3 Funeral for a Friend cards in a row, and I think they form a puzzle on the back. So here is, I think this is the cover to one of the issues that, Funeral for a Friend, and so you can see all the different and the thing I thought was weird about it was, Darkseid is there. Like, you really think Darkseid's going to be there? But if you look, I think let's look at characters here. There's Sandman right there, and he's wearing a Superman armband. I do not think he would do that. I don't think Lobo. Now, Lobo right here does not seem to be wearing the armband. I'm trying to think of some. There's Deathstroke, which is weird. Again, Darkseid wearing a Superman armband just is kind of stupid, honestly. I was looking to see if Death shows up. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Death. She doesn't have an ankh, but she's got kind of the hair. But I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Death. It doesn't look like Death, but she's standing right in front of Sandman, so I thought maybe that's who that was. It would have been cool if they actually would have had Death show up, because obviously, they have Sandman and the Funeral for a Friend, background. It'd be cool if Death actually appeared to take Superman away. There's Booster Gold again, so I think, like, if we put it together, see, like, look, I made the first piece of the puzzle right there. So there's Shazam and Flash and Wonder Woman, and then Booster Gold. So yeah, Funeral for a Friend cards make a puzzle on the back. So I don't know. This is just fun for me. I've never opened these cards, so probably should be doing this faster. As people are just slowly getting, getting off of this because like this is just really boring. These cards kind of suck. Again, this is from a very specific time period of the hobby, and again, just a lot of Underworld Havoc. I'm not sure where this is. Oh, Gasmean. So yeah, a lot of, this is what is interesting for me, is like just a lot of interesting cards. So we're gonna do the old open up a lot of packs all at once. This pack was almost already open, and then we'll just kind of go through and see if we can find some of the inserts, because I think we've seen this set. So we'll do half at once, and then so these packs are kind of already open. Like I did not do anything. I just right there. So I don't know. Did somebody search these packs? Oh my God, is this a BBC issue? Do I have to like tell someone like I've got some resealed Doomsday packs here, or is it just the fact that no one cared about these kind of products and just did a poor job sealing these? So I think it's probably the latter. You never know. Maybe I've got a whole resealed. Someone took the Spectra Chrome cards out of here and left me with a bunch of base cards. That would cost me all of $5 to probably go out and get those cards. Again, I think this is what's fun about you open these products and you try to like get a few cool cards. And again, hopefully I can find like a Blue Beetle or a Booster Gold card that's like the ice card, where they're kind of a standalone card. Because again, I'd like to get that graded just to have a graded Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Death, Sandman, my favorite characters, get extra cards of them. Because when I opened that Vertigo box, I did definitely pull some really cool Sandman and Death cards that weren't, I pulled the the disc, so pulled some really cool cards, and at some point I like to get this graded, because eventually, hopefully one of these days, maybe I'll do like a set registry, or just try to have all of those cards graded, so that we have like a registry or something like that. That'd be a lot of fun for me. I still do registry for some of you from some sports card stuff. So there we go. That is basically half a box. Can I go through them and see if there's any cool photos? So there is the Justice League Attacks. You can see Ice is knocked down. There's Booster Gold there. And not seeing any Beetle, or there's Guy getting almost killed. Okay. There is, I just love the fact that the night Wonder Woman was definitely, I think, definitely drawn a lot sexier than she is today. Okay, there is, like the iconic Funeral for a Friend. So there's the first appearance of Blue Beetle. There's another one. This is one he gets kind of the crap knocked out of him right here. This is like, this almost kills him. You can see like his head gets almost ripped off there. That actually, I think Ted was in a coma after that. And it really messed him up. And in fact, his story arc got to be where he kind of had trauma from that, and he actually gained weight. And so if you go to the Birds of Prey series after that, like, Ted Kord actually gains weight. He has a heart condition, so it's hard for him to be a superhero anymore. And there's our first insert. There you go, guys. It's F2. So it's the left side of the Superman logo. And it's foily, so it's got some foil on it. You can feel the foil. There you go. F2. It's our first insert. But back to my Ted Kord story. When he gets, so gains weight, he gets a heart condition, and he ends up like kind of dating Barbara Gordon, who's Oracle at this point because she got shot by the Joker, and is not Batgirl because she got shot, and so he kind of dates her for a little bit and sort of dates her. I don't think they ever really call it our official, but there's fire and see Booster Gold like almost got he got Captain Kirk. He got got his whole shirt ripped off. There's the first Spectra card. There you go. First Chrome card. They're actually very nice. I mean, quality wise, very nice card. Back is just the old S. Again, you can see there is a pretty nice scratch right there. So the back is definitely a lot worse than the front. But good card. And this is like Lois crying over the dead Superman, which is kind of morbid. So kind of a sad scene. So not not a great like from a very sad scene for her. But back to to finish the story on Blue Beetle for people who weren't following the storylines back in the day. He becomes kind of a mentor for and kind of like helping the Birds of Prey. And there are some issues of Birds of Prey where Blue Beetle like lends them his ship and things like that. So things like that are cool. Really like that story arc for Blue Beetle because he definitely questions his ability to be a superhero if he's got a heart condition and he's overweight, so he has a hard time getting back in shape. And it's just like a very real story of like that actually would happen to people, right? Like but the one thing I found is like I think editorial. So they killed Ted, right? And one of the editorial things was saying like Ted wasn't a good superhero, like because they wrote him as having too many vulnerabilities, like, and so they replaced him with Jamie Reyes, but like the reason why they didn't want to bring him back is because like Ted doesn't have any superpowers and he's kind of like a clone. He's like I've always thought of Blue Beetle back in the day as kind of a cross between Spider-Man and Batman, whereas he was this scientist, cool guy who was kind of like had acrobatic, training and all that. But he was also very smart and kind of a detective and had a lot of gadgets because he, was owned Ted Cord Industries, which is, similar to how Batman owned Wayne Industries. So I always felt like he was a unique style character, kind of like again, a cross between Peter Parker and Batman. But, they never really used him in that role a lot of times. Like, in JLI, he was like the pilot for a lot of, missions. So, like, he was like the guy that flew him somewhere in the Cordmobile, which is the same, very much the same vehicle that's in Watchmen. So, like, that's cool, which Dan Driver uses in Watchmen. It's based on this, because the Night Owl or whatever is based on Blue Beetle and specifically Ted Cord. So that's why it'd be the same. But that's why I think is cool about it is that I think Ted Cord was a character that could have survived. To this day, I think he killing him off kills his stories, and therefore you can't tell a story about a vulnerable superhero who has insecurity issues and overweight, has a problem staying in shape, has that was very real. And I think we don't have a ton of superheroes who have real day-to-day issues. He lost his money. There was that whole thing where he was poor, which right now I think they're doing that to Batman, right? Isn't Batman like poor right now? Or that's one of his story arcs where he lost all his money. Again, they did that with Ted Cord earlier, so I don't know. I just felt like the really funny stories with Ted and Booster, and JLI, and they bought an island. I mean, those things were awesome. And we don't really get those stories anymore. We don't get sitcom style stories in either universe very often. So I felt like, that's definitely a miss on our part. From a community perspective, that would be cool to see more of that. Now, here is another comic book cover, I believe. Or it's the statue for Superman. I wonder if they had to take it down once he came back. I don't know if like they spent all this money and they're like kind of like pissed off, like, damn it, we spent all this money on this stupid statue and now we gotta like pull it down because you're an alien and you were just healing and you got all these weird Superman that run around now. There's the Lois Kiss. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's just Booster Gold. So a lot more Booster Gold. Like, what's a nice Booster Gold shot? Then I'll put that down here because, then Blue Beetle. So, he definitely got the short thrift. This definitely is the cover to like I think Man of Steel, like 17, 18, something like that. So again, that's another cover. Supergirl, like with like just incredibly tall Supergirl. Sometimes they just draw characters a little weird. And so a lot of, obviously only a 90 card set, so you're gonna see a lot of cards multiple times. It'd be interesting to see how many times I could put this set together from one box. And again, looking for that other, we should get another Chrome card based on the odds. So hopefully we get that. And again, I've probably blown by a couple of Ted cards, but I don't know. I haven't seen them yet to see if we get one. There is a Chrome card. And this is, I think, the best looking one of them all when I looked at them. It just looks cool. Now, I don't know why. Just, they made his suit purple. I don't understand, like why they could have made the S red. Maybe it doesn't look cool in the Chrome. Does it have a big giant scratch on the back? Nope. No big scratch right there. So this is definitely the coolest card we've pulled so far. Again, I would probably grade, if PSA ever got to, or SGC got down to a $10 or $15 grade for cards like that, I would definitely send it in just to, if that got a 10, for example, I would just keep it and hold it. And at some point, maybe DC cards become valuable. So I'm just going for the inserts right now. So that might be it. So there's the checklist. The checklist is part of the set. So that is the interesting part. Is whereas in a lot of sets the checklist is not part of it, but it definitely is a part here. There's another checklist. So, and the checklist does not include the inserts. So it ends at the the Funeral for a Friend cards, which again are part of the base set, not just I guess a subset of the base set. So do we get an extra hit? I'm going to say no, because back in the day, during this time period, they definitely were good about just giving you exactly what no more, no less. Today, you might get a box with 5 and then another box with 0. They don't really have, I think, as good a quality control as they did back then. But it looks like we may be done. It's not. Visually, it's just a okay looking product. Again, design wise, it's about as minimal as possible. So I give it like a C for design and execution. I think insert wise, I think these Chrome inserts are really, really cool, but there's only 4. You get 2 per box, so literally open a couple boxes and you'll get the set. If you don't get a lot of doubles, but this is a very cool card, and I think if it was refractory, it'd even be better. But I do think that's a really cool card. It's got great design. I love the black in the back, even with the purple uniform, it looks cool. Some Blue Beetle, the iconic, recipes, and then you get this card, which is kind of the puzzle logo, and then here's the other Chrome etch card, which unfortunately has the big scratch on the back. So overall, this is probably a C level product. Not, a lot of inserts, but I think, these inserts right here are cool. But again, there's only 4. There was 40 of these in the box, or 20 at least, then I think they might be worth a little bit more. But only having 4, it's pretty easy to put the set together. So overall, again, like a C-level product, not the worst I've seen for sure. But again, Skybox, DC, didn't have it fully figured out at this point of time. But they were going in the right direction, and things get a little better in DC cards later on. So, but there it is, guys. This is Doomsday: Death of Superman Skybox box opening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.